Test 1 2, test 1 2. And welcome to Corner Canyon High School for tonight's game between the Pleasant Grove Vikings out of Region 4 and your Corner Canyon Chargers right here in Draper, Utah. It is a pretty sunny night, about 80 degrees right now, and they are just wrapping up the coin toss. Corner Canyon coming off of a 4-7 record last year. Last time we saw the Chargers play, they lost that heartbreaker at Highland High School in overtime in the quarterfinals after leading 35-14 with just over 3 minutes to go. Chargers graduated a few guys, but we've got some new guys back there to be excited about. We'll talk more about them in just a minute. Chargers coming in overall in their 3-year history with a 22-14 record. They were the co-region champs in 2013 and outright region champs in 2014. We have the Pleasant Grove Vikings just taking the field. We should be underway here any minute. I believe that Pleasant Grove won the toss and deferred. I'm still waiting to figure that out. If that's the case, my guess is Corner Canyon will receive the opening kickoff. Coming in at quarterback for Corner Canyon this year will be junior Zach Wilson. He'll be behind Easton Peterson, brand new center at the line. He's a junior. He'll be hiking the ball to Zach Wilson. On the front line, Mark De La Cruz and Cade Canapis at the guards. Landon Wischerski and Dylan Robson tackles, and Adam Chandler will be the tight end. Hayden Borg will be starting out at the Z wide receiver slot, and Colton Lawson on the other side will be the other wide receiver. And in the backfield, Sean Stockwell will be the fullback, and Jason Adams the running back. And again, the clock's at 12 minutes, so we should be kicking off here any minute. We'll talk a little bit about Pleasant Grove real quick. Pleasant Grove, out of Region 4, they are a 5A school from Utah County. They are going to be a pretty young team. These two teams did meet a year ago, and Pleasant Grove beat Corner Canyon 28-19 down in Pleasant Grove. That was a pretty good game. It was 21-19 in the fourth quarter, and Pleasant Grove's Malik Overstreet went for an 84-yard punt return that put the game away, and that was the final score again, 28-19 down in Pleasant Grove. Chargers looking to get back and even up the series. Pleasant Grove will be the opening, they'll be kicking off tonight, and as I said before, Chargers will be receiving. Talked to Pleasant Grove coach Mark Wooten, who came from Mountain Crest High School. He was at Mountain Crest a year ago. They're going to be starting a sophomore quarterback tonight, Jake Jensen. So we'll see how the 6'2" sophomore handles his first start at quarterback for the Vikings. And we're all set to kick off here. And the Chargers season is now underway. And we're underway. There's Ty Gonzalez across the 20 and out to about the 26-yard line. He's brought down. And the Chargers will start their season here, 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Again, last week in the scrimmage, I left very impressed with Zach Wilson. Throws a really good ball. We'll talk more about him, but he does have an offer from Weber State on the table. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about some of the camps he went to this summer. But Zach Wilson at the helm here at quarterback. Last year, Haydenborg and Zach Wilson kind of split time. They were going back and forth, and then Zach Wilson won the starting spot towards the end of the year. One of the wide receivers that I was really, really impressed with last week, made a couple of great catches for touchdowns, was number 8, Colt Mawson. He's lined up on the left side, or at the top of your screen. And here's a screen pass right off the bat, pass incomplete. And that was pretty close to a lateral, but the ball was definitely moving forward there. So that'll be an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10. One of the players to watch for Corner Canyon will definitely be Jason Adams in the backfield. Jason Adams, the 5'10", 185-pound senior. He's lined up there as the running back behind Sean Stockwell. Here's 2nd and 10 Chargers. And here's the handoff to Adams. He breaks forward for about a 4-yard gain. The hole kind of closed up there as he took that first step. And it's going to be 3rd down and 6 right here. A probable passing down here. We'll see what Zach Wilson can do. One of the strengths that Coach Wooten talked about on the Pleasant Grove defense is he really liked his defensive line up in the middle there. And we'll talk more about them as the game goes on. As we have a 3rd and 6 here for the Chargers. Here's Wilson back to pass, looks across under pressure, and he's going to be brought down at the 25-yard line. And that looked like a couple of different guys on the play.
Quarterback, sacked by number 59.
Looks like number 59, Isaac Thacker. He's the lone returning starter on the Pleasant Grove defense. I also had number 67 on the play. Ironically, he's the only player on the entire roster that does not have a name listed next to his number. So we're going to have to call him number 67 tonight. But a great defensive stance here for Pleasant Grove, and the Chargers are going to have to kick. And fair catch called for here. Dangerous play right there as the Viking was coming up there. It looked like that was number 20, Dane Christiansen, on the fair catch, and it was.
Number 20, Dane Christensen with the 40.
Dane Christiansen, one of the players to watch for Pleasant Grove. He's going to be their starting running back. And Coach Wooten was talking about they have a 3-headed monster in the backfield that'll rotate plays. But Dane Christiansen is the playmaker. He's only 5'8", but Coach Wooten described him as very fast and very tough. Again, Jake Jensen, the sophomore, under center here for Pleasant Grove, making his first varsity start. Here's Jensen back to pass. Looks downfield. He's got a man, and he overthrew him. And I say he had a man. It was very quick. That was Blake Emery on the coverage.
Is incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10.
10:27 to go. No score here in the first quarter here at Charger Stadium. Has a little bit of a play action there. Kind of fake handoff, rolled out. Had him temporarily, but just kind of chucked it up there and passed incomplete. Last year, Pleasant Grove threw up a lot of passes, and they got lucky on a couple for long plays. Here we are rolling out to the left, and nice tackle there. That's Cade Papunu. We'll be saying his number, I'm sure, a lot this season, but Cade Papunu, the senior.
Jensen takes the ball around the left side. He's stopped by number 8.
It's a gain of 2, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8 right here on the rollout pass there. And looks like Pleasant Grove going to come right up to the line of scrimmage here. The guy that brought the ball in is sprinting off. Even caught their own ball boy off guard right there. 3rd and 8, I'm sure the Vikings will be passing here as there's no running backs. They got a 5 wide receiver set here. And here's a pass over the middle, wide open, and he's got him right down the middle. That's number 20, Dane Christiansen. We just barely talked about him. Coach Wooten said he was going to be their big playmaker, and he's the first guy to break a big one. And I was right over the top of Colton Edwards there on the coverage, but a nice play by Pleasant Grove to, looks like we're going to be first and goal at the 10, excuse me, as the ball's marked right there on the 10-yard line. Pleasant Grove looking to strike first here. 9:30 to go, first quarter. This is their first offensive possession, and that was a real nice pass by Jake Jensen, just right down the middle. Here's Jensen back to pass, looking to throw in the corner. He's got a man, and it's a touchdown. And guess who? Dane Christiansen on the touchdown grab. Pleasant Grove wastes no time. Jensen to Christiansen, 10-yard pass for a touchdown right there. So it's 6-0 here, pending the point after. Tough break there for the Chargers as they got beat on 2 consecutive pass plays right there. Here's the point after, and it is good. No, it's no good. It shanked it to the right there, so it's going to stay 6-0 here. 9:14 to go, first quarter. Chargers will get their second offensive possession. We'll be right back. We're back here at Charger Stadium as the Vikings have struck first. It is 6-0 Pleasant Grove over Corner Canyon. At the beginning of that possession, we were just barely starting to talk about Christiansen and how Coach Wooten expected him to be a big playmaker this year. And Dane Christiansen with 2 huge catches there, including the touchdown. As here we go on the kickoff, Chargers receiving here. And there's a hole up the middle. Nice run back. And that was number 6. Excuse me, Peyton Richards. Nice run back there by Peyton Richards. It'll be Charger football.
Tackle was made by number 30, Ty Smith.
Again, last time the Chargers on their series went 3 and out. The first down play was a little swing pass that was incomplete. Had a short run by Jason Adams, and then the sack on 3rd down. So we'll see what the Chargers can do here in their second offensive possession. Here's Wilson. Nice quick pass out to the slot there. And it's complete. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. Colton Lawson on the reception. We talked about what a great scrimmage Lawson had last week. I'm looking for Lawson to make a lot of big plays this year. $8:40 to go, first quarter. It'll be 2nd and 6 here. Here's the pitch to Jason Adams. Tries to get outside, and great tackle on the outside. That was Cooper Caldwell by Pleasant Grove. And that's actually going to be a loss of 2 yards on that. Jason Adams was trying to get around the corner, but Cooper Caldwell did a great job of just keeping him in front and then bringing him down right there on the sideline. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Here's Wilson back to pass. Looking over the middle, he's got a man, and that's Hayden Borg. Pass is incomplete. Looked like he had it there for a second. But the nice defense in there.
Hayden Borg is incomplete. Brings up 4th down for the Chargers.
That looked like Jackson Smith on the coverage there. That's 2 consecutive 3-and-outs for the Charger offense. Not a good sign here early going. They're going to need to get things going here on the next possession.
Dylan Forte is back to punt for Corner Canyon.
And Chargers are going to punt for the second time here in the first quarter. Nice low kick. Looks like there was it's a fumble. The front guy fair caught. What a disaster for Pleasant Grove right there. That's number 21 on the recovery, Ty Gonzalez. And I'll recap for you. That was a low punt, and the front guy, there's 2 guys back. The front guy signaled for a fair catch, and the guy behind him did not. And the ball went to the second guy, and he wasn't ready for it and fumbled it. So that was a miscommunication on the Vikings right there. That front guy was signaling for a fair catch, but the other guy's the one that's got to catch it. So that was a crazy play right there. Big break for the Chargers. They'll take over here at the 27-yard line. And here's an inside handoff. That's David Grostic.
Handoff to number 11, David Grostic.
And that's actually going to be a loss of 1. David Grostic, the Juan Diego transfer, he was at Juan Diego a year ago. Chargers looking for good things out of him this year. But on that play, great job on the defense. Again, that interior defense looks pretty tough so far early on. Coach Mark Wooten talked to me yesterday about how he felt like that was the strength of their defense. Here's Zach Wilson, and there's a halfback pass or an inside handoff, and he just threw it up, and it's going to be picked off. Jackson Smith read all over that right there.
Pass is intercepted by number 7, Jackson Smith.
So Chargers give it right back on the interception. Jackson Smith
on the 20-yard line
basically read that play right down to the very end and picked it off and ran out of the end zone. So that'll be a touchback. Pleasant Grove taking over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Chargers struggling on offense right now. 3 possessions, 2 3-and-outs, and now a turnover for the Chargers. Again, keep an eye on Dane Christiansen. They talked about what a playmaker he is, and he's already proven that here in the early going. As Jensen in the shotgun here, back to pass, and he looks over the middle, wide open again. He's trying to go at Dane Christiansen again, but a nice defensive play there. That's Mark Rockwood on the coverage. I thought he looked open when the ball left his hand, but Rockwood did a good job of closing the gap there. Boy, Pleasant Grove spreads the field. They had 5 wide receivers again on that set, and they're looking to really challenge the Charger defense, especially that secondary. In the secondary, you've got Connor Ebling at the free safety and Blake Emery at the strong safety. In the middle of the interior of the defense there in the linebacker core, you got Dylan Roberts, number 44. And then you've got Cade Pupuno and Adam Chandler on the outside. Here's a handoff up the middle and a nice play there. I thought that was Dylan Roberts there. He seemed to be right in the middle of the play there.
Handoff to number 27, Ty Coway.
I'm watching the replay for My England. Yeah, it was. Good job there.
Brings up 3rd down at 4.
Dylan just plugged the middle right as they handed the ball off. So here we go, 3rd and 4. Big play for the Charger D right here. They need to come up big. Pleasant Grove got trips right, and 6:20 to go here in the first quarter. Big down right here. And pass is going to be incomplete. A nice job there on the coverage. That was number 25, Blake Emery. And really, Jansen could see he had nowhere to throw the ball, so he kind of threw it at the receiver's feet, but that was because Emery did a good job of covering the wide receiver right there. It's going to be 4th down and 4. Back for the Chargers is Mason North. And then Connor Ebling kind of in the middle. Ebling's there at midfield, and North is all the way back at about the 31-yard line. And here's the punt, almost blocked, and they're going to end up throwing a flag on that. So the Chargers are going to get thrown for a penalty, and it's going to be a Pleasant Grove Viking first down. If he would have got a piece of the ball, it would have been different, but I didn't see that he did. So my guess is we're going to see a penalty, and the Chargers are going to find themselves right back on defense. And I'm right, they're calling a personal foul roughing the kicker. So if it's a personal foul, it'll be a 15-yarder, and Pleasant Grove should take over at the 41-yard line.
Roughing the kicker on Corner Canyon.
Tough break for the Chargers right there.
Foul, roughing the kicker. 15-yard penalty. It'll be a first down.
As the referee makes the call, they are going to march it out to the 41. Halfway through the first quarter here, Chargers with a couple of mistakes. Had the turnover, now the roughing the kicker, and also a mistake in the secondary where the Vikings are leading 6-0. Thought Corner Canyon did a really good job on defense in that last series, and they're right back on the field. That's the reward they get. Here we go, four wide receivers in here for Pleasant Grove right now. And there's an inside handoff. Broke the tackle, and he's going to end up getting 5, 6, 7, 8 yards on that. Charger defense did not wrap him up, and that's Ty Coway, the 5'10" junior, and he was tough to bring down right there. He's going to pick up 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Actually, we'll say that's 2nd and 4. That's about a 6-yard gain. I'll tell you what, Chargers need to wake up. They look flat right now. Here's Jansen up under center. You can see Pleasant Grove changing up their formations offensively as he's back to pass under pressure, and that's going to be a sack. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Great job by Colton Edwards. Are they going to call a horse collar or what? He did kind of bring him down with the behind the helmet there. Let's see what they call.
Flag on the play.
Boy, that would be a tough break for the Chargers if that goes against them.
Personal foul, face mask.
Oh, they called a face mask.
Number 45, 15-yard penalty.
Well, Colton Edwards is the one who made the tackle, and he's also the one that they called the penalty on. Boy, another tough break for the Chargers right there. Finally made, it's kind of a good play, bad play.
Results of the penalty will be a first down.
So I'm not sure why he had to say that, but obviously it's a first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line as Pleasant Grove is once again in Charger territory. Here's a play-action fake. And downfield, he's got a man, and that's going to be, he's brought him down at about the 1 or 2 yard line. That looks like Christian Allen. I'm trying, or maybe it was Braxton Rapp. I'm trying to see the number. That's Braxton Rapp, the 6-foot senior, with a nice catch right there. And Pleasant Grove with a couple of big plays early going here. They are at the 2 yard line, 1st and goal. And again, just beating the Chargers over the top right now. Not the start that the Chargers, I'm looking down at the fans and they're kind of shocked right now. This is not what anybody expected. Pleasant Grove, really a young team this year, but their quarterback looks good right here as he's been able to, of course, they've been doing a couple of play action fakes and looking downfield, the wide receivers have been wide open. Here's Jensen. Hands it off up the middle. Looks like they got him at about the half-yard line. That looked like Dane Christiansen on the carry again. And it is. It's going to be 2nd down at about the half-yard line.
Takes the ball down to the 1 yard line.
Trying to see if they're...
Pleasant Grove.
So we're going to have a timeout here. 4:22 to go, first quarter. Pleasant Grove 6, Corner Canyon 0. We'll be right back. We're back. It is second and goal here out of the timeout. We'll see what Pleasant Grove has in store here with Jensen up under center. And I'm not sure what the delay is. They were ready to go. Here we go. Here's Jensen. He's going to sneak it up the middle. Looks like they had a good push on the defense there. No signal yet. And from the mark of things, it's going to be about on the half yard. Oh, they're going to call a touchdown. I thought the Charger defense did a good job, got a good push right off the line there. But the line judge came in and gave him the touchdown. So Pleasant Grove now up 14-0. You can see the Charger fans just kind of stunned here below me. 12-0 for Pleasant Grove. The PAT was no good last time. We'll see if they're going to go for two. Looks like they are lining up to go for two. Yep, Jensen up under center there. See if they run an option out of this formation here. Nope, they're going to throw the ball. And, ooh, he almost got hit. Oh, he dropped the ball. That was Braxton Rapp was wide open. And Jensen was under pressure, had to get rid of there. But 2-point conversion, no good. It's going to stay 12-0. 4:12 to go here in the first quarter.
With 4:12 left in the first quarter. Pleasant Grove 12.
I'll tell you what, Chargers offense has got to wake up and put some points on the board on this possession right here.
We'd like to thank Malcolm.
We look at last year's season. Zach Wilson threw for just under 1,000 yards. Also had 60 yards rushing. His TD to interception ratio last year, 9 TDs, 4 interceptions. Zach also had 2 on the ground. Tyler Critchfield graduated. He was their leading running back last year. Ran for about 866. Jason Adams looking to fill his shoes this year. And then Chase Meyer was the leading receiver. He's just left on his mission this past week. And he caught 34 passes for 466 yards. And there's a couple of guys that could fill those shoes this year. Hayden Borg, Colton Lawson. I mean, they've got some other guys. David Grostick could be that guy. Jacob Johnston, Ty Gonzalez when he's in. Of course, Gonzalez plays on defense too, but here's the kickoff. Short kick, fielded at the 8-yard line. Here come the Chargers. There's some room up the middle, and then he's mowed down. Who was that on the return? That was number 6.
Peyton Richards.
Peyton Richards again.
Takes the kickoff out to the 25-yard line.
But as we were starting to say there, the Chargers did graduate a lot of their leaders last year, so there's going to be some new guys that are going to need to step up, especially offensively. Of course, Wilson with under 1,000 last year played about a half a season because, again, they split. He and Hayden Borg were splitting time at quarterback. We'll see what Wilson can do. He needs to lead the troops right here. 12-0 Pleasant Grove lead. Here's Wilson back to pass, looking left and throwing left. And that's going to be incomplete to David Grostick. Just off the fingertips there.
Last pass falls incomplete to David Grostick. It'll be second down.
Chargers finding themselves in a lot of long yardage situations on second and third. Right here it's going to be 2nd and 10. Well, look for somebody to step up here. Chargers offense has been anemic so far. They're going to need somebody to make a big play. As Wilson again back to pass, looking over the middle, and he overthrows Lawson. Pretty good defense right there by Neil Thomas of the Pleasant Grove Vikings.
Wilson's pass.
And I'm looking at Neil Thomas right there. He was pretty pumped up about his coverage there. Lawson was the intended receiver. Ball sailed way over his head, so it's going to be 3rd and 10 again. Just barely mentioned, they keep getting themselves in long yardage situations. This time no different. Chargers going to go 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's Wilson back to pass under pressure and almost completed there and almost intercepted as well. That was number 45, Adam Chandler.
Number 45.
Chandler had a chance to catch that one. It bounced up in the air and was almost picked off. I think Connor Clifford was the guy who almost picked that off for Pleasant Grove.
Number 31, Dylan Forte.
No, Chargers 3 and out again. And like I said, they're going to have to get something going here. Ty Coway back to receive. Again, they fumbled last time, and this one's kind of a wobbly kick. Coway's not going to get a chance to return it. And the Chargers are going to down it at the 33, 34-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. Vikings football, 1st and 10 at the 33. 3:37 to go, first quarter. It's been all Pleasant Grove so far. Pleasant Grove really hurting the Chargers over the middle. And some of it's been play action fakes and others just been basic rollouts. But the secondary for the Chargers has got to step it up. On the corners, you've got Spencer Siemens and Ty Gonzalez. Mason North and Mark Rockwood, of course, they come in too.
It's a great time to head down and get some of our world.
Sorry, I heard the announcer say the end of the first quarter, but there's still 3.5 minutes to go. Adam Chandler and Papuno and Roberts there in the middle of the defense. Somebody's got to step up and make a play right here because it's been all Pleasant Grove so far. And here's a run right up the middle for a gap. I mean, I got 4 or 5 yards on that. Kind of has the feel right now like somebody has just got to make a play because momentum is a crazy thing. Right now the Chargers look flat, and all it takes is one play to kind of turn things around. Somebody's got to be that catalyst and step up right now, make a play, cause a fumble, get an interception, do something. Of course, they had that sack last possession, and then they had the penalty. So Chargers need to step up and make a play to see if we can turn the momentum around. Here's the handoff up the middle, and that's another gain of 3 or 4 yards. Ty Coway right up the teeth of defense. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. I'm a little surprised that Pleasant Grove hasn't gone right back over the middle again. But with 2 running plays there, we'll see what they do here. It's probably a running situation here, but the way they've been doing play action, I'd be really leery about keying on the run right here. I see Stockwell shifting in there. Somebody step up and make a play right here. And it looks like we're going to call timeout. Coach Wooten doesn't like what he sees on the formation. 2:06 to go, first quarter. It's going to be another Pleasant Grove timeout. So we'll be back in just a minute. And we're back off of the Viking timeout here. Right here, 3rd and 1. There's a couple of things I'd be real careful of here. You don't want to get an offsides penalty. And I don't know if you want to key on the run here, the way they've been doing play action fakes and burning them over the middle. I'm going to guess they are going to run here, but I think you got to be real careful. There's their playmaker going into motion. And they do run right up the middle. And Charger defense initially had him, but the second push there, it's going to depend on the spot. I thought he got more of a push than the referee gave him right there. And where they're marking it, it's going to be short of the first down.
Ball's handed off again to number 27, Ty Coway. He's stopped by number 80, Cade Papuno.
Cade Papuno on the defensive stop right there. Great job by the defense, interior part of the defense. You've got Cade Kanapis and Dylan Grange right there in the middle.
The result of the play is a first.
Oh, they gave him a first. I thought they were short by a half a yard. Again, I said it was going to come down to the spot.
be 1st and 10.
Like I said, I initially thought he got a pretty good push. Then the referee on the far side came in a little bit short of the marker. And then when they put the football down, they put it right back down on the 48. I thought he was at the 47.5 where the referee was standing. And there's going to be a false start. We'll let the referee call it, but it's going to be a 5-yard penalty on Pleasant Grove.
Dead ball. False start. Offense.
There you go, the false start. So it's going to be 1st and 15 right here. I'll bet Pleasant Grove goes right back to their passing game here. And this is a good time for one of the linemen to step in and get a sack, or somebody pick one off, or do something to turn the tide here, get the momentum changed a little bit. Right now the momentum is completely on Pleasant Grove's side, as they have dominated defensively. Corner Canyon hasn't been able to get anything going on offense. About a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. Pleasant Grove taking their time right here, 1st and 15. And there's another run, and he slipped Papunu and ended up picking up 4 or 5 yards. Trying to see who it was on the carry, but that was a nice run. That was number 20, Dane Christiansen. He is very, very shifty and quick. Not a real big guy, but he does look like a pretty good playmaker for Pleasant Grove. Christiansen, just a 5'8" sophomore running back, but he's really, really shifty. 5-yard gain for Pleasant Grove. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Here's Jensen on the rollout to the right, looking downfield, throws and has a man. The ball's incomplete. There's actually 2 wide receivers in the area. It looked like that might have been Braxton Rapp. Actually, I take it back. That's Jackson Smith.
Jensen's pass is incomplete to number 7, Jackson Smith.
And looks like there's a flag on the play on about the 41. Well, 39 and 41. There's 2 flags. So they're going to call a hold on Pleasant Grove. I was going to say the spot of the flags had to either be a hold. Oh.
Number 48. Penalties will offset.
Offsetting penalties. I was just about to say in the spot there, it either had to be a hold or possibly roughing the quarterback. I didn't see anything because I was looking at the ball heading downfield. But it looks like they called both of those penalties, and it's going to be offsetting. So we're going to replay that down. It'll be 2nd down and 10. The sophomore Jake Jensen has looked pretty sharp so far here in the first quarter, leading the Vikings to a 12-0 lead here. Here's Jensen back to pass. Stockwell in pursuit, and it's a screen pass. Christiansen in the open field gets hit hard and brought down at just over midfield. I'm trying to see who made that hit, but that was a nice tackle. It might have been Connor Ebling. It was. Connor Ebling came up and really laid a sticking on him right there. So good job by Ebling. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
And Dylan Grange.
12-0. Pleasant Grove leads Corner Canyon. We'll be back for the second quarter after this. And we're back for the second quarter here. You can take a look at the view that we have from up here of the mountains there. It's a beautiful view here at Charger Stadium. Lucky to be here every Friday night to do these games with that kind of a backdrop here. It's beautiful. Not so beautiful is the Chargers play right now. They are down 12-0 here as we start the second quarter. Pleasant Grove with a big 3rd down and 3 here at midfield. Charger D needs to step up, and by stepping up, I don't mean over the line of scrimmage. Cade Papunu is going to get called for an offsides.
Prior to the snap, offsides, defense.
Tough break there. It's going to be an automatic first down because it is a 5-yard penalty when they only needed 3. 1st and 10, Pleasant Grove at the 45-yard line. One of the things that I look at is body language. Right now, the body language of the defense just looks like they're just kind of here. And somebody's got to step up and make a play. I've been saying that now for about 10 minutes. Pleasant Grove with 5 wide receivers again. They've been burning the Chargers over the middle. They could be showing blitz here on defense, and they are. Here comes the blitz, then he drops off. And Jensen unloaded the ball quick. So it looked like a blitz, but I'm trying to see who the number was. He kind of backed off there. In fact, it might have been Papunu, but the good news is Jensen panicked and got rid of the ball quick. So credit the Charger defense for showing pressure and causing Jensen to unload. Again, 5 wide receiver set here. That middle of the field just is open right now. Dangerous, dangerous spot right here. As there's pressure coming. Oh, he got rid of it, and a nice catch. Great job by the Chargers bringing the house right there. And that was Christiansen on the catch. It looked to me like, there was a couple of guys coming real hard that right there. Ty Gonzalez on the coverage there. But a good job of bringing pressure by the Charger defense. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
That brings up 3rd down.
Vikings on the 40-yard line here in Charger territory. Jensen having to get rid of the ball a couple of times quickly there in a row. Again, keep an eye on Dane Christiansen. He's been their big playmaker here. He's in the slot position right now. Here's Jensen back to pass. And looking downfield, he's got a man, and guess who? That's going to be Dane Christiansen. Tell you what, Coach Wooten was spot on when he said that guy's going to be a playmaker because he has made all the big plays in the world tonight so far.
Made by number 21, Ty Gonzalez. Brings up a 1st down.
Here comes PG with a hurry-up offense. Jensen rolling out to the right, and nice pass downfield. Looks like it's going to be complete. That's number 7, Jackson Smith. And that's going to be another 1st down for Pleasant Grove. I think they caught the Charger defense a little bit off guard right there as they lined up quickly, and they're going to do it again. They're lining up right at the line of scrimmage. Hurry up offense here. Running the 2-minute drill with 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And under pressure gets rid of it and is looking for Christiansen again. I would not be surprised if we just had a hold right there. We'll see what the referee called.
Pass was intended to number 20.
But I thought Kainoa Maldonado may have held right there. We'll see what he calls.
Brings up 2nd down from the 18-yard line.
It is. It's going to be a hold here. You can see them starting to march backwards.
Holding.
Charger defense was bringing pressure. It looked like Kainoa Maldonado stepped in and held him up, and that drew the flag right there. So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. And I actually take it back. I think it's from the spot of the foul, so that's going to be a huge penalty. What is that, a 20? Trying to figure. They're at the 36-yard line. They got to get to the 8, so it's going to be 2nd and 28. 18-yard penalty right there. That's a huge one. Pleasant Grove was knocking on the door, and that hold just took them right out of scoring position, although with playmakers like Christiansen, you got to keep an eye on. There's a, almost picked off right there. Dang, I thought Dylan Roberts was going to have that. Ball got deflected at the line of scrimmage, and Dylan Roberts made a good effort to come up with the ball there.
They'll bring up 3rd down and 28 for the Vikings.
Looks like Mason North just subbed in on defense as Dylan Roberts went to the sideline. Well, it's 3rd and 28, so you want to keep everything in front of you here, and you don't want to really give up anything deep, although they're playing pretty tight on the top there, at the top of your screen. Here we go, 3rd and 28, pressure coming again, ball knocked up and knocked down. I thought the quarterback was going to catch his own pass there for a minute, but it looked like he may have even knocked it down. Great job by the Chargers bringing pressure again. So that holding penalty ended up being gigantic because Pleasant Grove's going to have to probably punt here, although they are on the 36-yard line.
That brings up 4th down.
If you're going to punt, you don't want to just kick it out of the end zone, or it's a 16-yard net punt. So we'll see what they do. It's possible they could do a quick kick. I mean, it's possible they could go for it too, but I don't think I would on 4th and 28. And as confused as I am as to what they're going to do, they look equally confused. They just blew the whistle, but I don't know why. Let's see what they...
Dead ball.
That's delay a game. So in that confusion that I was laughing about, they took too much time.
Repeat, 3rd down.
Yeah, it's actually 4th down, ref. Isn't it? Maybe it's 3rd. My mistake. Jake Jensen's still under center there. So that was a big mistake there. I think I'd just kind of throw it up down the middle, see if you can get in field goal range right here. Get 15 to 20 yards here. I don't know what kind of kicker they've got, but sorry about that. It's 3rd and 28. More pressure coming. He steps up and gets rid of it. And that little 5-yard delay of game penalty is probably going to cost him. Caden Bancroft on the reception. Trying to figure out what happened there.
Number 11. 21. Ty Gonzalez.
Ty Gonzalez on the play right there.
Ruling on the field is the ball's a catch.
So they ruled it a catch. I guess the ball came loose and somebody else picked it up and acted like they were running. But it's going to be 4th down at the 34-yard line. And Jensen's still out on the field, so they may just... I mean, if you punt, it's going to end up being a 14-yard punt because it's tough to pin him on a short punt like that. It'd be tough to pin down. Or looks like Corner Canyon may be calling timeout here.
Timeout on the field. Corner Canyon.
All you've got to do on defense is keep them in front of you because they've got to get all the way down to the 7-yard line or 8. I'm trying to see where the line. It's the 7-yard line. Chargers going to take a timeout. 10:14 to go here, 2nd quarter. Pleasant Grove 12, Corner Canyon 0. So we're back after the timeout by Corner Canyon. Scoreboard says 4th and 28. I think it's more like 4th and 26. Here we go. Pleasant Grove is going to go for it. My guess is they'll probably throw something over the middle to try to get about 20 yards, or they'll go to the end zone. And they're going to do neither because number 42, Peyton McGee, or excuse my apologies. That's our boy Mikey Petty. Sorry, Mikey. Great job by Petty as he brings down Jensen in the backfield.
Ball goes over on downs. It'll be first.
Petty, forgive me for that one. I know that was my bad. I was looking at the Pleasant Grove roster. But I know who you are. Great job on D. let's see if that sparks the Chargers here. Pleasant Grove with a wasted opportunity, had a great opportunity to put more points on the board, and that holding call just killed them. And here we go, Charger offense, anemic so far. We'll see if they can wake up following that great play by Mikey Petty, see if he can be that guy that gets everything turned around here. Here's Wilson over to Adams. Adams stuffed at the line of scrimmage, maybe eked out a yard or two. But that interior defensive line looks pretty tough right now.
He's tackled by Isaac Thacker.
Number 59, Isaac Thacker. Again, we mentioned he's the lone returning starter from last year. He's a 6'3", 260-pound lineman, and he's been really, really tough there in the middle for the Vikings so far. 2nd and 9, another long yardage. Oh, here's going to be a false start by Corner Canyon. It looked like Dylan Robson may have moved a little early there, and he did.
False start. Offense, number 60. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Chargers have had very little production on 1st down, putting themselves in long yardage situations. Then when you get a penalty, it really puts you in trouble. Now it's 2nd and 14. Kind of the summary so far has been good play, bad play, bad play for the Chargers. And here's a swing pass outside, breaks a tackle. Nice job by Hayden Borg. And he picks up about 8 or 9 yards there. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Borg was able to shake the first tackler and then head upfield and was brought down there at about the 44. Good job of by Borg of shaking the tackler there. That first guy came up like he was going to make the play, and Borg just juked him, went right around him. Here we go, 3rd and 6 for the Chargers, in desperate need of getting a 1st down. Here's Wilson, and quick pass is no good. Incomplete right there.
Pass is incomplete to number 2.
Just really struggling right now. Jacob Johnston there kind of coming up gimp as he limps off the field. But another 3-and-out series for the Chargers. They have got to get that figured out. And really it starts on that 1st down play. They've been unable to really get much yardage, so they've been playing all their 2nd and 3rd downs in long yardage situations. And here's the punt. He gets it off. Nice high kick. And a double fair catch there. They screwed that up on the one time. But that's Kainoa Maldonado there with the fair catch. 8:40 to go.
By Nick Kiona.
We'll take a break here for about 15 seconds. All right, here we go. Pleasant Grove takes the field. It's going to be 1st and 10 here at the 23-yard line. Vikings leading 12-0 here in the 2nd quarter. Corner Canyon has not had a single 1st down so far on offense in 5 or 6 offensive possessions. And there's a great defensive play coming up the middle. Trying to see if that was Chandler or...
Jensen sacked by number 48.
That's
Caden Wright.
That's actually Caden Wright. Nice job. He just came right over the middle there. Caden Wright lined up as the right there on the line. He just came right up the middle. Nobody touched him. And he was able to take Jake Jensen right down. So big play on defense there. Brings up 2nd and 13 for Pleasant Grove. We haven't called Dane Christiansen's number much, and the result has been Chargers have done a good job of containing their offense. There's Wright bringing pressure again. Pass is complete this time to Ty Coway. But short yardage, it's going to be 3rd and 9 here for the Vikings.
Ty Gonzalez on the stop.
Caden Wright bringing pressure first with the sack on 1st down, and he was coming right up on Jensen again. So good job by Caden Wright. Wright, of course, the defensive end for Corner Canyon. The other defensive end is Sean Stockwell. Although I don't think Stockwell's in the game right now. Could be a delay of game. We'll see what the referee calls. Yep, it was. We don't have the play clock. Well, actually, we do on one end.
Offense, number 18. 5-yard penalty.
And unfortunately, the play clock that is not working is where Pleasant Grove is going. And the play clock that is working is behind the quarterback. So Jensen did not have any idea how much time he had. The play clock in the south end zone is doing nothing. The one in the north end zone is down to 15 seconds right now. Here's a pass by Jensen, and there's some room. Breaks the tackle. It's going to be a first down. I don't see any flags. So Ty Coway with the big play there on 3rd and 14.
Ty Coway.
Vikings had almost the perfect play call on for that play right there.
First down and 10.
And a good job by Coway of shedding a tackler and then picking up about 16 yards on the play. Vikings 1st and 10 here at the 35-yard line. We're about halfway through the second quarter. This game has been all Vikings so far. As there's a nice play up the middle defensively. 2-yard gain. Trying to see who brought him down there. It's funny when the players come up, their jerseys are all tucked in. That might have been Mikey Petty.
He's stopped by Dylan Roberts.
Actually, it's Dylan Roberts there. But their jerseys get tucked up and under, and you can't really tell who it is. 2nd down and 8 here. Here's another pitch out. Chargers in pursuit. There's Roberts again. And a nice tackle by Dylan Roberts. Looks like it's going to be no gain or maybe a gain of a half a yard. Ty Coway on the carry.
Dylan Roberts.
I'm a little surprised at the way, and I know Pleasant Grove's young, but I'm a little bit surprised at the way they've gone away with their passing game. They had a couple of plays in the first quarter that were just wide open across the middle. And they've gone a lot more conservative with the lead here, so it's been a lot more running and a lot more short passes. And there's pressure on the outside. That looks like Mikey Petty. There's a fumble. Ball is on the turf, and Pleasant Grove comes up with it.
Knocked down by number 42.
Nice job by Mikey Petty.
The ball comes loose and is recovered by Pleasant Grove at the 12-yard.
Luckily, Pleasant Grove's Chaz Robinson was hustling back there and was able to recover it. But a huge defensive play there by Mikey Petty. In fact, after Petty, the ball came loose, he didn't see it, and then everybody just became kind of a scramble right there. And I looked up, and I thought Caden Wright was going to get to the ball there, but good job by Pleasant Grove hustling. And the ball's, it's going to be a touchdown Chargers. They blocked the punt. Wow, just what they needed to get things going. And guess who it is? It's Mikey Petty with the touchdown. Petty is trying to be that guy to turn this game around. And all of a sudden there's life on the Chargers sidelines as Mikey Petty coming up big. Wow. Look at that, the way momentum can shift in 2 plays, and all of a sudden the Chargers are on the board, and it's a whole different football game right now. Nice job, Mike Petty. I mean, he's trying to be that guy that I talked about. He's made 3 or 4 huge plays, and none more big than that one right there. Here's Connor Ebling to attempt the point after. Kick is up. And it is good. Connor Ebling with the point after, his first point of the season.
Touchdown.
And the Chargers with a lot of life now. You're looking at the sideline, everything's changed, everybody's excited again, and people are throwing their arms up, trying to pump people up. But credit Mikey Petty for turning the momentum and getting some energy in this Charger fans over here. And also on the sideline, suddenly the student section started to wake up and join the party. But it's 12-7 here, 4:42 to go. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to Charger Stadium. The definition of a momentum change would be Mikey Petty right now. Petty with a huge play to force a fumble, and then the very next play recovers the touchdown on the block punt in the end zone. I think Petty's also the guy who blocked the punt. I'd have to go back and look at that. But regardless, I'm going to be singing his praises as he's got this game turned around, and there's a little bit of life now in the Chargers as they trail 12-7 here, 4:42 in the first half. And Connor Ebling will be kicking off for the first time this season. And Ebling with a very good foot. That's going to be a touchback. In high school, if you catch the ball with your feet in the end zone or touching any part of the end zone, it's an automatic touchback. In my opinion, kind of a lame rule, but it is what it is.
Will be brought out to the 20-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 for the Vikings.
The Charger fans chanting USA, so they must be watching the Olympics. I'm watching a football game here. Here we go. So you've got Caden Wright on one side of defensive end and Mr. Mikey Petty on the other, and it looks like the Pleasant Grove Vikings are going to spread the field a little bit more. As here's a fake handoff, and there's Petty again on the outside. Mikey Petty with the sack. My goodness, Mikey Petty everywhere in the last 3 or 4 plays right now.
Quarterback is sacked by Golden Jensen.
He's really asserting himself right here on the defensive end slot there, as he is wreaking havoc right now. Right now, in other Region 7 action, Alta, we just found out, is leading Taylorsville 14-0 over at Alta High School. So we'll be hoping that Taylorsville turns that thing around. Here we go. That's Christiansen up the middle. Again, Pleasant Grove has gone ultra conservative, and really their offense has now become lifeless. And of course, Mikey Petty's had a lot to say about that.
He was taken down by number 42, Mikey.
I mean, it's Mikey Petty again on the tackle. The guy's just all over the place right now. Here we go, another big third down, 3rd and 13. Here comes Caden Wright with pressure, and Christiansen with another big play. He looks like he did get across the 30, so that's going to be a first down. Christiansen, huge play right there, as all the momentum was with the Chargers.
1-yard line, it'll be first down. Flag on the play.
Oh, I didn't see the flag. I think we're going to get a hold. I wasn't even looking in the backfield. I was watching Christiansen coming out of the backfield, wreaking havoc, and good news for Charger fans, that baby's coming back. Oh, what a break for the Chargers right there.
Holding offense. Number 70.
Oh, what a tough break right there for Pleasant Grove. Dyson Ferguson, 6'2" sophomore, called for a hold, and it is 3rd and 24 now. Right now, you do not want to let anything over the top, and you sure as heck better pick up on where Christiansen is lined up right here. Here's Jensen back to pass. Oh, that looked like a hold on the outside on Petty, but there's a good job by Caden Wright. I was watching Petty. He looked like he got held as he was trying to turn the corner there on the end. And as Jensen stepped up, Caden Wright got his hand out and was able to trip him up.
22.
So great job by the two defensive ends here for Corner Canyon. I'm telling you right now, I know Caden Wright made the tackle. That was Petty coming on the outside right there. That forced Jensen to step up and move. And good job by Caden Wright of stepping on the other side. Looks like we're going to have another flag on the play. Hopefully it's not offsides. So whatever happens here is probably meaningless unless it's a fumble. I'm pretty sure it was offsides on the Charger defense. Let's see what they say.
Nothing on the return. We'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Chargers from the 40-yard line.
Well, they marked the ball at the 40. I'd kick it again. Oh, it was actually a penalty. Wait, did they call it delay of game? Coach Eck is saying march them back, whatever the call was. Let's see what they called here. It was maybe it was illegal formation.
Offense. Only 6 men on the line. Repeat.
Gotta have 7 on the line. They only had 6, so that one will be a half the distance to the goal. They had it on the 8-yard line. So now they're going to punt from the 4. I'm telling you right now, momentum is such a crazy thing. And I talked about it earlier. The Chargers needed somebody to step up and turn things around. And that guy right now is Mikey Petty. He has completely turned this game around right now. And I know you might sound like I'm overstating it out there, but look at that. He almost blocked the punt. There's Petty again. Who is this guy? I mean, look at that. Petty coming in, and there's other guys too, but every time I look in there, number 42 is just causing havoc. And right now, the Chargers without a single first down in this game
Corner Canyon will take over.
in 22 minutes of football, have a chance to take the lead right here with 2:16 to go as they're going to take over at the 19-yard line. I think that was another fumble. Zach Wilson recovered it, and then a Pleasant Grove player kind of dove in and hit him, but my goodness. All the momentum we've got right now, the offense comes out and does that. We got to become more crisp on offense here, guys.
He's 2nd and 11.
All the momentum in the world, 2nd and 11. It's just about execution right here. Here's Wilson in the shotgun. He's going to be back to pass. And looking into the end zone, oh, he almost had Colton Lawson, just a little bit overthrown there.
For number 8, Colton Lawson.
So actually a pretty good defensive effort right there. I'm trying to see what number he was for Pleasant Grove. I think it was Neil Thomas. Yeah, it was. It was number 6, Neil Thomas on the coverage. But again, I don't know how many times I've said this, but here we go again, 3rd and long. And it's not just that it's long, it's more than 10 yards long. And now they're brought down in the backfield. So we'll see if Connor Ebling can chip one down the middle here.
Wilson's taken down by number 65, Tyler Trotter.
I can vow to you and guarantee you this. The offense is going to have a very, very, very big heart-to-heart talk at halftime because the first half has been a complete disaster offensively for the Chargers. And they're going to go for it. 4th and 13. I thought for sure they'd bring in Connor Ebling. 1:18 to go here in the half. Here's Wilson back to pass under pressure. Dumps it off. And that's going to be well short. So Adams on the reception. They only picked up about 6 yards. Pleasant Grove's going to take over on the 16-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Little surprised we didn't see Connor Ebling there. He was a unbelievable field goal kicker a year ago. Ebling last year had 10 field goals and scored, he had 65 points total. Of course, a lot of that's extra points too. And coming up in the second half, we're going to implement the first ever U-Swirl trivia. U-Swirl has donated some good $5 gift cards. So we're going to come at you with a trivia question in the second half. Stay tuned for that. Right now, 1:12 to go. And, oh my goodness, there's Christiansen breaking one up the middle. I'm just absolutely stunned right now at how much momentum the Chargers had. And that play on first down where they fumbled it just completely nullified it. It's unbelievable.
Down by number 80, Cade.
So there's Christiansen with a big run.
From the 37-yard line.
Pleasant Grove first down at the 37-yard line. And there's a nice job defensively. I see Stockwell in on the play there. And it looks like corner, are we going to call timeout?
Timeout on the field.
So I know Sean Stockwell was in on the play. And
Jensen's taken down by number 55, Cade Kanapis.
Well, thank you for the help there in the booth. I was trying to see who the jersey was. His jersey was all tucked up. But it was Cade Kanapis there with a nice defensive play. He and Stockwell bringing the pressure right there. Boy, Pleasant Grove has just, early in the game they were doing play action fakes and rollout passes, and they've just been dropping back and getting pancaked here the last few possessions. I actually like Jensen on the run and rolling out a lot more than dropping in the pocket and running for his life. And that's what he's been doing really the last 2 or 3 possessions. 44 seconds to go.
Down to our concession stand for pretzels, nachos.
We'll see if the Charger D can come up with another big play. I see Petty and Stockwell coming back out, and Kanapis with the big play right there. Caden Wright, that's your defensive front four. We'll see if one of them can create a big play right here defensively. And on the other side of the ball, I'm watching Christiansen because he's been making all the big plays for. I think it's going to be offsides, but we'll see. The Charger defense is pointing at the right, or the left guard. I personally thought it was offsides, but we'll see. I mean, I could be wrong. They look like they're about to march backwards the way the referee is standing backwards right now. You can see the two officials conferring aren't really sure which way to go with this. And now they're going to come over and tell the head official what to call. And it's going to go against Pleasant Grove.
Prior to the snap. False start.
I guess one way of looking at it is I did see 3 defensive guys all jump. So if the left guard did flinch a little bit, he might have been the reason why all 3 of them jumped. I thought it was going to be offsides, though. I'm not going to lie. Well, another unlucky break for Pleasant Grove. The 2 offenses are battling it out right now as both of them are going backwards in the last couple of possessions. And here's an inside handoff, nothing doing. I mean, they did get 5 yards, but they needed about 25. And it looks like Pleasant Grove might be content just to take this lead into the locker room. But Corner Canyon's going to make them run one more play, as I think they're going to call timeout.
40, Sean Stockwell.
30 seconds to go here in the first half. Timeout Chargers. We'll be right back. And we're back at Charger Field here on a big 3rd down and 16. 12-7 Vikings right here. See if if the Charger D can come up big right here and not give up a big play. Here's a handoff. Looks like Pleasant Grove just content to go to the locker room. There is a flag on the play, so that will not be the last play of the half, as far as I can tell. And the flag came in all the way from the secondary. There's plenty of time on the play clock, so I know it's not a delay of game.
Stockwell stops the play. No gain on the play will bring down 4th down.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 44. Still third.
Boy, this second quarter's almost been about which offense can go backwards the fastest. Although Pleasant Grove's definitely winning that battle right now. They have been put in some third and very long situations. You back up, and Pleasant Grove with a 12-0 lead had the ball 1st and 10 at the 27. And since then, I don't have official stats, but since that play, I think they've got about 50 yards negative of total offense. So here's third. That's a false start too, although they're just trying to kneel on it. Looks like the tight end came up a little bit quick there.
Jensen goes down to his
and the clock is stopped. I don't know why. The referee's trying to tell him to wind it. So hopefully Coach Welcome back, Charger fans, to Charger Football Field here in Draper, Utah. Halftime score, Pleasant Grove 12, Corner Canyon 7.
Start the second half.
Offensively, the Charger offense really struggled in the first half. We'll see what they can do in the second half, but they're going to kick off first. Remember, Pleasant Grove deferred, and they are going to receive the second half kickoff. So far, the player to watch on Pleasant Grove has definitely been Chris Jansen. He's been all over the place. He also scored their first touchdown on a 10-yard pass from Jensen. And here we go. We are underway as Ebling kicks it deep. And down at the half-yard line, he's going to return it. Oh, he's got room up the middle. Ebling dove and missed him. And there's a nice play there. I think that was David Grostic that ran him out of bounds. Wow, what a nice hole for Pleasant Grove to open up the second half there. Thankfully, Grostic able to run him down. That was Christensen on the return.
37-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start the second half if you're a Charger fan or a Charger player, as Pleasant Grove will take over with excellent field position on the 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, Jake Jensen, the sophomore quarterback, thought he played really well in the first quarter. They seemed to open things up a little bit more, and then the second quarter they went a little bit more conservative. Pleasant Grove coach Mark Wooten told me that at times they will have 6 sophomores on offense, and one of the right, and he's going to tuck it and run. And Wilson with a nice pickup of right, and he's going to tuck it and run. And Wilson with a nice pickup of, to see where they spot it, that's right on the yard marker.
To the 39-yard line.
And they're going to give him a first down. So that is the Chargers' first down of the game, if I'm not mistaken, on a 10-yard run by Zach Wilson.
It was made by Adam Reimer.
So it looks like we got everything up. I don't know if you guys lost it or not, but we're back in business. And there's a run by Adams right up the middle. 6-yard gain by Jason Adams. And all of a sudden the Charger offense showing a little bit of life.
Gain of 6 on the play.
That last run by Wilson was the first time we've seen him roll out and tuck it and run. That's been one of the strengths of Charger quarterbacks. You know, you think back to Michael Ebling, and he was always running out of the pocket for big runs. And good job by Zach Wilson there. Here's Wilson again rolling left. He's going to tuck it and run again. And nice job there by Wilson as he broke a tackle. And I think he's going to pick up another first down here.
Keeper by...
Well, it's either, it looks like a first down to me where I'm sitting, but it could be third. Yep, they're going to call it a first. First down.
67.
I was going to say it's either third and inch or first, and they gave him the first. I like the adjustment right now. I like getting Wilson out of the pocket and letting him make plays. That was something that definitely was not part of the offense in the first half. And again, I talk about Michael Ebling 2 years ago. He was all over the place, and it just made the Chargers so hard to defend. And now look at, all of a sudden a hole opens up, and there's Jason Adams busting out for about a 22-yard gain. And just like that, the Charger offense has woken up.
To the 19-yard line with another Charger.
Between Zach Wilson and Jason Adams, they are marching it right down the field here. 1st and 10 Chargers at the 19-yard line. And you can see with the taking Wilson out of the pocket now has just opened up the middle of that defense, which was a huge strength in the first half. Here's Pleasant Grove showing a run blitz, and they stuff it. That was a great job there by number 81, Tane Fainaka.
Adams again on the play.
Sorry if I said that wrong. Tane Fainaka.
Short gain. Brings up second down. And 9.
Looks like they're going to give him 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9 here. I'll tell you what, this is a big play right here for the Chargers. They've got some good momentum here offensively. I wouldn't be surprised if they took a shot here to Colton Lawson. And here we go. And Zach, he is looking at Colton Lawson in the corner, but he underthrew it. And then Lawson took it away. Oh, they called it incomplete. Great effort by Colton Lawson. I don't know. I just had a sense they were going to come out this way to Lawson the way they set up. And Zach Wilson, right when he turned, was looking at him and then kind of forced a pass in there, underthrew it. And Colton Lawson did a great job of coming back to the ball, almost caught it. And anyways, it's going to be 3rd and 9 right here.
The Chargers.
Here we go, 3rd and 9. Big play for the Charger offense right here. Zach Wilson under center. And here's a quick drop and kicks it out to Hayden Borg, but it's going to be short of the first down. And it'll be decision time. My guess is they're going to kick it. Yep, here comes said Michael Ebling a couple of times. He's on a mission in Indianapolis. But younger brother Connor's going to come in and kick. And this is going to be approximately a 30-yard attempt. We'll see where they spot the ball here. Ebling's right at the 20, but it's going to depend on where his snapper or spotter holds it. And right now it's going to be Hayden Borg. As I say, they don't have a spotter.
Connor Ebling.
Still got 10 seconds. No need to panic. Borg ready to go here. It's going to be a 30-yard attempt here for the Chargers. 3 on the play clock. And it is up. And good. Connor Ebling delivering his first field goal of the season. And the Chargers put 3 on the board. 6:38 to go in the third. Pleasant Grove 12, Corner Canyon 10. We'll be back.
Canyon 10.
And we're back at Charger Field. 12-10, Chargers chipping away at that lead. And here's Ebling with the kickoff. Of course, Pleasant Grove had a big return on the opening kickoff of the second half. Here's Ebling with a deep kick down to about the 3-yard line. Here comes Pleasant Grove. And nice job right there on the tackle. I think it was, trying to see who that was, number 5. That was Dayton Dutson.
The 22-yard line where he's taken down by Spencer Siemens.
Well, they're saying Spencer Siemens. So one of the challenges of my job is I'm up here by myself, and I got to know who it is right when it happens. So my apologies if I missed the guy there. I thought it was Dutson, but if it was Siemens, good job either way. Pleasant Grove football here at on the 22-yard line. And Pleasant Grove's offense has been going backwards really the last 5 or 6 possessions. A lot of that has to do with number 42, Mikey Petty. And the defensive ends have really been putting a lot of pressure. I thought Pleasant Grove was better when they were getting their quarterback outside the pocket. And really they've been doing everything inside the pocket, and that's where they've been feeling the pressure. What do we do, call a timeout?
Pleasant Grove, first charge timeout.
That's a tough break for the Vikings. Coach Wooten can't be happy with that. You come out of a kickoff and on first down have to call timeout. Looked like they had some miscommunication. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. We're back after the Pleasant Grove timeout right there. I cannot imagine Coach Mark Wooten happy with having to use a timeout right there. That could come back and cost him, but we'll see how it goes. It's 1st and 10 here on the 22. Here's Jensen under pressure big time right there. And he had to unload the ball. I think that might have been Stockwell. I'm sorry, that was Caden Wright again. Caden's probably going to chew me out when he sees me next. I've missed his number a couple of times. Great job by Caden Wright bringing the pressure. And we talked earlier, I mean, Coach Wooten told me they were going to start 3 offensive linemen that were sophomores. And I thought early in the game in the first quarter they got away with some play action fakes and rolling their quarterback out. But Jensen's been under nothing but pressure since then. So right now you got Petty and Wright on the defensive ends again. They've been wreaking havoc here. Jensen in the shotgun, 5 wide receivers. And there's pressure up the middle, but he got rid of it. Roberts was bringing pressure. Nice break, broken tackle right there. That was Ty Coway, number 27 for Pleasant Grove. He's going to pick up the first down for the Vikings.
Number 27, Ty Coway.
And really, that was a nice job right there of Pleasant Grove getting rid of it. They had pressure coming again, and they had a nice little dump pass there and able to pick up the first down. Stockwell on the tackle right there.
The play is a first down for Pleasant Grove.
Pleasant Grove now at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. 5 wide receiver set again. We'll see if they roll him out. Well, they actually take him up the middle, but it's going to be a false start.
Prior to the snap, false start.
False start, as I said, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Right now, if you're Pleasant Grove,
Still first down.
I really think you've got 2 options. One, you've got to do quick passes and get rid of the ball. The pressure has just been so tough up the middle. And the other thing is you maybe consider doing a rollout. Although with the defensive end pressure right now between Petty and Wright, you may find yourself rolling out right into a sack. But, I mean, with a young quarterback and young line, I think I'd be throwing some quick plays, quick outs, cross the middle, quick stuff. Again, there's Papunu. And pass was intended right there for Dylan Payne. Papunu coming right up the gut. I see him down there talking to the official.
Pass intended to number 5, Dylan Payne.
I don't know why they're talking because that was just a great defensive play by Papunu. Again, Pleasant Grove going backwards, 2nd and 15 right here. Halfway through the third quarter, Pleasant Grove 12, Corner Canyon 10. Pleasant Grove has not scored since the first quarter when they led 12-0, and Corner Canyon's just been chipping away ever since. Here's Jensen back to pass. Again under pressure, has to step up, does so. Still under pressure, unloads a little lob pass, and it's caught. But I think we're going to have a hold on the play. We'll see what they call. Nice catch there by Kaino Pula. I'm going to predict it's going to be coming back on a hold, but we'll see what they call. He was under such intense pressure, and he stepped up. My guess is one of the offensive linemen held on to someone in pursuit there. And I think we're going to see, I don't know, the Charger defense is still back, but I still think it was a hold.
Holding, offense, number 70.
Well, when you're calling it for the home team, it's always good to be right. It is going to be a hold, so it's going to be 10 yards from the spot.
My timeout for an injured player.
And looks like we got an injury. I don't see anybody on the field. Except for the guy who's hobbling off, duh. Number 44, Kaino Pula, the guy who caught the pass, looked like he got shook up just a little bit, but he's walking off. Looks like he's going to be okay. And now the officials are going to have to mark off a big penalty right here. The board says 2nd and 33. And I'm just being honest, if you looked at the penalties, and I know they don't count as total offense, well, I guess they do actually, but if you looked at between penalties and actual offense, Pleasant Grove, I cannot wait to hear the stat from Coach Eck when we talk tomorrow. I'll have to drop him a text and find out, but they are just, I mean, it is unbelievably negative. I mean, what are they, minus 75 yards in the last 2 quarters of football between penalties and sacks? And here they are again facing 2nd and 33 on their own 10-yard line. This is a big play right here. You don't want to. Third down, 33. There we go. I got the picture back for you. And here's a pass outside. Pretty much a safe play right there. I actually like the play. Caden Bancroft with the catch. And I think in Pleasant Grove's case, that was a smart play. You wanted to pick up 10 or 12 yards, get yourself a little bit better position to punt because you were in big trouble on 3rd and 33. You didn't want to just throw it up and get an interception. But getting yourself 12 yards gets you a little bit better field position for the punt right here. As it is now 4th and 21. We apologize for the picture that went out again right there. But we're back in business again. We had a glitch at halftime where the music blew everything out, so we've been kind of scrambling ever since. And that ball, don't get hit by it. Oh, it takes a Pleasant Grove bounce big time. That ball bounced on the 45 and went 19 more yards. So that was a huge break for the punt team or special teams of Pleasant Grove. Chargers will take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Last possession, they were able to march down the field and get 3 points. Again, Zach Wilson and Jason Adams doing most of the damage on that last drive. Right here, this is where you want to see your big men up front. Landon Wysherski, Mark De La Cruz, Easton Peterson, Cade Kanapis, and Dylan Robson, or whoever else is in there. That's the guys who started. But you want to see those guys really assert themselves here. As Jason Adams with a pickup of maybe 1. Saw Jacob Johnston running the play in. 2nd down, and I mean, we'll call it a long 9. I think it was a gain of like a half a yard right there. Again, one of the guys I thought we would really see making some plays was Colton Lawson. As the swing pass out to Johnston, pass incomplete. And Chargers in familiar territory here with another 3rd and long. 3rd and about 9.5 yards right here. Scoreboard says 3rd and 10. I mean, it's like literally 6 inches short of 3rd and 10. 4:31 to go here in the 3rd. Chargers got back into this thing, trailing 12-10. Here's Zach Wilson unloading. And pass should have been caught. David Bostic dropped it. Grostic. Apologize. David Grostic had it right in the numbers there. Ball bounced up. Pass incomplete. And it's going to be another 3 and out for the Chargers. 4th and 9 3/4. Here comes Ty Gonzalez sprinting on late. Still 10 seconds on the play clock. And the kick is low and a line drive and gets a little bit of a Charger bounce there. Kind of a wobbly bounce. And the ball will be downed at the 31-yard line. So that was Spencer Siemens downing the football. .4:14 to go here, 3rd quarter.
No, I went all back.
Pleasant Grove 12, Corner Canyon 10. And we'll keep it right here. The play clock is already underway, so Pleasant Grove will hustle out. It's been a defensive battle here for a couple of quarters. Charger defense has loomed big, especially putting pressure on Jansen at the quarterback spot. Jake Jansen, again, the 6'2" sophomore. He's there in the shotgun, and he rolls out to the right. They protect him a little bit better here, and I liked him on rolling out last time, but he's got nobody to throw to. And he got hit. Yeah, they're going to call a penalty. I was going to say he got hit as he hit the white line, and the Chargers are going to get whistled for a late hit. Good job. He kind of tucked it at the last minute and got hit right there on the 35-yard line as he was going out of bounds.
36 yards.
So that should take the ball across midfield.
Personal foul. Defense. Number 25. Late hit out of bounds.
Penalty called there on Blake Emery. Charger fans, we promised that we would do a U-Swirl trivia, so get ready with your phones here. I know there's a handful of you guys that are at work right now listening, so I'm going to give you a minute to get your phones ready and try to sneak in a text without your boss knowing about it. A couple of you guys already have my number, but we're going to have you text the answer here in just a minute. Let me see what happens here on 1st and 10 as the Pleasant Grove Vikings decide to take off before the ball is hiked. So we're going to see a 1st and 15. All right, our first trivia, U-Swirl trivia question of the season. The winner will get a gift card. You're going to text the answer to 801-599-9163. Again, 801-599-9163 if you want to queue it up. And just a second, I will get an opportunity to read the question. 801-599-9163. Queue it up and get ready to text me your answer. We'll do it right after this play. And here's Jansen under pressure again, gets rid of it, but great defensive play by Sean Stockwell, as that's going to be another loss. And I just want to get to our trivia question. Thanks to U-Swirl for donating these little gift cards. We're going to do a U-Swirl trivia question every single game. So here's our trivia question. In the inaugural season of Corner Canyon High School, what Charger defensive player led the team in tackles and sacks? Again, in 2013, what Charger defensive player led the team in sacks and tackles? Text it to 801-599-9163. Here's Jensen's pass off the fingertips of Christian Allen. Pass incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 18.
Was intended for number 7, Jackson Smith.
Once again, text your answer to 801-599-9163. I think we may have our answer. If you wouldn't mind, I got the phone number, but text me who you are. And I think they're correcting their answer. That was funny. The autocorrect sent the wrong name. Give me just a minute. Text your name, too. Here's the pass by Jensen. It's caught. Oh, nice job by number 27, Maldonado. Or I apologize, that's Coway. And he broke the tackle. We do have a winner, and he is texting his name right now. Let me see who it is. Steve Bills is going to be our winner. Thank you, Steve. Again, the question was, in the inaugural season, 2013, this player led the Chargers in both sacks and tackles. He also happens to be one of my all-time favorite Chargers. Gage Karchner is the trivia answer, and Steve Bills, you've won a U-Swirl gift card. I'll figure out how to get that to you, but great job by Steve Bills on the answer there. And here's a high, short punt. Get out of the way so it doesn't hit you. And once again, it takes a Pleasant Grove Viking bounce of about 15 yards. And they're going to down it at the 5-yard line. Steve Bills, nice job. I loved how your text came through as Larchnet, and I could tell you had the right answer, but had to respell it because of your autocorrect. Again, Gage Karchner led the Chargers in 2013. He had 91 tackles and 11 sacks in the Chargers' inaugural season. Gage actually signed with Weber State out of high school and then ended up leaving Weber State. I believe he's up at the University of Utah now. In fact, hopefully Gage is here tonight. I wouldn't mind seeing him after the game. We'll have some fun. I got a lot of Bahama Bucks and U-Swirl cards to give away this year. So I appreciate you guys watching. Here's Zach Wilson under pressure. Breaks free on the outside. And he's able to turn in what was going to be a loss into about a 5 or 6 yard gain. Good job by Zach Wilson.
Takes the ball out to the 10-yard line. For a gain of 5, we'll bring down 2nd down and 5.
We'll call it a gain of 5, 2nd and 5 here. Zach Wilson on the keeper right there, really running for his life. He was under pressure. Here's Wilson with the handoff and a nice hole. Nice job by Adams breaking out. He almost broke that last tackle. You see him hit the turf there. He got tripped up by Jackson Smith. But great job by Jason Adams. I'm telling you, he was just inches away from breaking that outside. He got tripped up.
The result of the play is a 1st down.
Chargers 1st down. They will be at the 19-yard line. We're down to a minute and a half in the 3rd quarter. I got to be honest, coming into the game tonight, I would have never in a million years guessed the score would be 12-10 right now. Maybe we'll have to do a pick the score contest in coming weeks. Here's Adams bouncing outside and a nice little run for a gain of about 6 yards. Nice job by Jason Adams.
6-yard gain on the play. Tackle was made by number 30.
I'm watching the Chargers offensive line, and I'll be honest, they look like they've got a little bit of a bounce in their step. They don't look tired. And then I'm looking at the defensive line, number 32, Griffin Best, and number 59, Isaac Thacker, with their hands on their hips. So we'll see if they're wearing down a little bit, as looks like they tripped him up there on that run. I think it was Adams again.
And up into Jason Adams, no gain on the play. There's a 3rd down and 4.
Good job by the linebacker. I'm trying to see who made the tackle. I think it was Logan Allen. Logan Allen stepped in and tripped him up, so good job stuffing the play right there. And we've got 20 seconds to go here. There will be one more play because the play clock is 2 seconds below the game clock on 3rd and 4. Big play right here for the Chargers. Here's Wilson back to pass. He's under pressure, and he is brought down hard by Tyler Trotter. Trotter just came in blindly from the weak side. Wilson had no chance. Zach Wilson was looking left, and Trotter came in from the right and just laid him out right there. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Chargers going to need to step it up here. They've only scored 3 offensive points this game, and they trail 12-10 at the end of the 3rd. We'll be back. Welcome back for the start of the 4th quarter here, as the Chargers will face 4th and 9 here and be punting. And there was a whistle as they were snapping it. I don't know if they had put it in play yet. So Steve Bill's our winner. If you wouldn't mind, tell your daughter that I'm up on top of the press box and she can find me after the game. It's an end-over-end kick, kind of wobbly, and takes a little bit of a Charger bounce. And down to the 41-yard line. Looks like the battle of punts right now and hoping that the ball rolls your way. Pleasant Grove is winning that right now. They've gained about 20 yards of offense on this.
It'll be 1st and 10.
$11:49 to go here. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter here. Neither offense has been impressive really at all. Pleasant Grove was fairly impressive early in the game, but they've been pretty stagnant for 2.5 quarters as they've handed off up the middle, and a nice tackle. That's number 44 bringing him down right there. Excuse me, the middle inside linebacker, which is Dylan Roberts.
Number 20, Dane Christensen, taken down by number 44, Dylan Roberts.
As the Charger D looks over to the sideline for the defensive call.
Gain of 3 on the play. Will be 2nd down and 7.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Here's Jensen in the shotgun. And nice little option play out to the right. And cuts back inside and gets hit hard. There's going to be a penalty on Pleasant Grove. But that was a nice hard hit. Kainoa Maldonado just got leveled. And regardless, it's going to come back. I think that was on.
48-yard line by Dylan Roberts. Flag on the play.
Anyways, that was an absolutely beautiful hit by Dylan Roberts right there. And it looks like Coach Eck, it looked like he was going to decline it, but I don't know why you would. No, he's going to accept it.
Block on the back. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Still 2nd down.
So if it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul, it would have happened behind the play, maybe a couple of yards. So I'll bet it's about 2nd and 18 or 19 here. We'll see where they mark it off.
You receive 25% off.
Yep, it's going to be 2nd and 19 there. It was an illegal, I think they said illegal block in the back. Here's Jensen back to pass. Gets rid of it quickly, and a nice play out there in the flat there. Completes the pass out to number 44, Kaino Pula. Pula able to pick up about 10 yards on the play, so we'll call it 3rd and 9.
Pass was complete. Number 44, Kaino Pula.
I actually like the pass play. Fairly decent protection right there for Jensen, but able to just do a quick out there to kick it out to excuse me, Pula, and they will be 3rd and 9, about 9.5. Here's Jensen rolling out. There's Petty knocking it down. Mikey Petty. You're just not going to go his way right now.
42.
Mikey Petty bats it down and pounds his chest. He's pumped up. And Petty with yet another big defensive play for the Chargers.
That brings up 4th down.
I know Caden Wright's had a big game, and Roberts has had a couple of nice plays lately, but there is no question right now that Mikey Petty has been the defensive player of the game in this game, and probably the player of the game. He already blocked and recovered a punt for a touchdown. So he's had sacks, he's had knockdowns. He just batted that down, and he's also blocked a punt. He's in there almost again. Came pretty close right there. Uh-oh. Get on the ball. Boy, that was almost a complete disaster. Mason North dropped it. Man, I can't even begin to describe what a disaster that would have been right there for the Chargers. 10:09 to go here, fourth quarter. They're going to take over at the 27. It's tough when you're fielding that punt and you're coming up on it and there's pressure coming. One of the toughest things, I think, to do in football, besides maybe take a pass across the middle when you know you're going to get hit.
There's still time. Go down and get some of our world-famous Charger fries.
All right, well, Zach Wilson's going to get an opportunity to lead the troops here, trailing 12-10, 10:09 to go, fourth quarter. As he hands it off inside Adams. Adams breaks a couple of tackles, and skips up ahead for about a 9-yard gain. Great job by Jason Adams.
Takes the ball out.
Looks like Adams lost a towel or something, but he doesn't want to come off the field. They gave him 10 on that, so 1st and 10 Chargers. Great run by Jason Adams. He came up the middle, had about a 3-yard gain, and then just exploded out of there. Shedded a couple of would-be tacklers and picked up the 1st down. Here's Adams again on the left side, and again he steps over a tackler, and he's going for another 8 or 9 yards right there. Great job by Jason Adams. We'll say 19 yards on the last 2 carries right there.
Jason Adams once again takes the ball out.
He just came right over the left side. I want to say that was Cade Kanapis.
Tackle was made by Griffin Best.
Or Dylan Robson. I'll have to take a look at how they line up here, but I'm pretty sure that was right over Cade Kanapis and Dylan Robson right there. So good job blocking up front. Here's Wilson under center, 2nd and 1. And there's Adams. He's not going anywhere this time. He tried to come up and realized that the hole was plugged and then try to shake something and go outside, back up the middle and got stuffed. So he lost 2 yards right there. Now brings up a big 3rd down. Charger offense, 3rd and 3, 8:43 and counting here in the 4th quarter. You know, last year Pleasant Grove was leading 21-19, and they took a punt return 85 yards for a touchdown and basically put the game away. So I'd like to see him just convert the 3rd down so we don't have to relive anything like that, and it fumbles the snap. My goodness, and it looks like Pleasant Grove got it. Wow.
Fumble on the snap. Recovered by Pleasant Grove.
It just looked like he never got the snap. I just watched a little replay I have up here. The ball never really got to him. And I hate to have jinxed us right there. My apologies, but it's like last year it was a 2-point game and you just felt like the Chargers were going to find a way to win. Now they got to rely on their defense. I see Mikey Petty trying to pump guys up down there. But their defense is going to have to step up right here. Trailing 12-10 with 8:15 to go in the ball game. Pleasant Grove taking over after the turnover on the 42-yard line. And here's a handoff up the middle. Absolutely nothing doing right there.
Number 27.
That's number 45, Adam Chandler, stepping up and making a nice play defensively.
Tackle is made by Adam Chandler.
It's going to be 2nd. I mean, they got, what, 2 inches on the play? We'll just call it 2nd and 10. The yard marker and the down marker are literally 2 inches apart. 2nd and 10, Pleasant Grove on the 42 of the Chargers here, leading 12-10. Charger defense needing to step up big right here. Here's a handoff, and there's a big hole, and they're going to pick up, I want to say, 6 or 7 yards right there.
Handoff to number 28.
That was Kainoa Maldonado with a nice run right there.
Ball's placed just shy of 35.
So we'll call it 3rd and a long 3 right here, but this could be one of the biggest plays of the game for the Charger defense right here. They need a big-time stop right now. You cannot give up a touchdown right here, because then you're down 2 possessions, although with Pleasant Grove's kicking game, they could miss the extra point. Here's Jensen, and they stuff it inside. Nice play by the Charger defense. I see Papunu and Stockwell in the middle of that. That's a great job. Interior defense coming up big right there. I also saw Golden Jensen up there in the middle. So between those 3 players, they did a great job of stuffing things in the middle. Pleasant Grove get a punt, so don't get an offsides call on the punt. And don't rough the kicker. We want the ball. And they do. They backed off on the pursuit there. Fair catch, but he's letting it go over his head. Watch out, Ty. And I guess from my angle, Ty Gonzalez looked like he was in the play, but really he was about 5 yards away when it hit. It's going to be a touchback. 6:05 to go. The Charger offense has got to step up and make something happen right here. Zach Wilson's going to need to step up and lead his team down the field right here as they trail 12-10. I had so much fun with the trivia, I almost want to do another one. But I got to pace myself with all these cards I got. Here's Wilson inside to Stockwell. Actually, he kept it, and he's bouncing outside. He could. One more tackler to beat. Zach Wilson still on his feet, and he's run out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And there are no flags on the play. Zach Wilson. He even fooled me. I thought Stockwell had it. Zach bounced outside and took it up the middle and then bounced back out. What a beautiful run by Zach Wilson. That's definitely the offensive play of the game. And that one play right there might have tripled our total offense tonight. And I mean that kind of jokingly, but kind of serious. Beautiful run by Zach Wilson. Here we go, Charger ball, 1st and 10 at the Pleasant Grove 25. Handoff to Adams. He tries to bounce out and loses 5 to 7 yards depending on where they spot it. Tremendous pursuit right there. He tried to go over the left side, and that was just an unbelievable defensive play by Tane Fainaka. I actually think it's Tane, sorry. Tane Fainaka. You guys can congratulate me later on trying to pronounce these names. But Fainaka with a great defensive play there. Loss of 5. They gave him his forward progress. 2nd and 15, 5:14 to go and counting. And that knocked him into very deep field goal range for Connor Ebley. They're going to need to pick up about 10 more yards to feel safe. There's another run over the left side. Nothing doing. Jason Adams tried to break it through, and Adam Reimer right there to meet him, number 34. And Reimer just came out of the linebacker spot, it looked like, and just came up and stuffed it. Reimer, the 6', 230-pound linebacker, he's a big load. Chargers trying to go over the left side 2 plays in a row and losing 6 yards doing so. So this is a big play here. They need to pick up about 10 yards. Zach Wilson in trouble, but bounces outside. He's probably going to keep it. He's got daylight. And Zach Wilson with a nice play. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Zach Wilson. Wow, what a play by Zach Wilson. He looked like he was going to come up 5 yards short and just did a little shake and bake right there and was able to come forward to the 14-yard line for a 1st down.
The ball will be placed at the 14-yard line.
Zach Wilson with 2 huge plays on this drive. I'll be curious to see here if they run the ball. I'd go over the right side of the line here. That left side's just been plugging things up. And they're going to go up the middle, and there's a little bit of room up the middle for about 5 yards. It looked like they were maybe going left of center there, and Adams just bounced back and had a nice little 5-yard gain right there. 3:35 to go in the ball game. Chargers trailing 12-10, but they are knocking at the Vikings' door here inside the 10-yard line, 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson handing off to the left side again, nothing doing. There is nothing on the left side right now as they are plugging it up. Tane Fainaka is a big load over there. He's 6'4", 200-pound defensive lineman, and he's been right there in the play. Trying to see who's right next to him. I think it was Chaz Robinson. He's a big load too. All right, let's see if Zach Wilson can make a play here. He's made 2 big plays on this drive, putting the Chargers in the position they're in. Here's Wilson under center. We're down to 2:40 on the clock. Here's Adams bouncing to the right side, and there's daylight to the right. He's going to break it for a touchdown. Jason Adams. Charger touchdown, and they went to the right side, stayed away from that left side that's just been killing them the last 3 plays. And Jason Adams took it across for a touchdown as he bounced it outside. Chargers now leading 16-12. And they look like they're going to go for it. When I say go for it, meaning a 2-point conversion, I probably just kick it, but
Chargers will go for 2 on the play.
whether it's a 5-point lead or a 6-point lead probably doesn't really matter. Although, if you think about Pleasant Grove's kicking game, the 6-point lead, if they do score a touchdown, that extra points been, they're 12 for a reason right now. Although in their defense, they did go for 2 on the second touchdown. And there's a flag. How's it a delay of game? There's 8 seconds on the play clock.
Delay of game.
There's 8 seconds on the play clock. How's that a delay of game?
Repeat the try.
I see the Chargers sideline. There was an 8 on the clock. I started to say there's no way that's a delay of game, but I mean, why? We've got both play clocks working. Why are we not using them? There was 8 seconds on the play clock when he called the delay of game right there. So they're still going to go for it. Hayden Borg runs the play in. I'm honestly baffled. I don't know. It was not 0. It was 8. Anyway, here's Zach Wilson. Under pressure, he's going to be brought down. So we're going to be 16-12 on the kickoff here.
Wilson was tackled by number 65.
Well, great job by Jason Adams converting, and really a fantastic job by Zach Wilson leading the team down with 2 huge plays. And credit the Chargers for running to the right. I was almost begging him to, as you guys could tell watching the game. And they took it over the right hole, and Adams bounced it out for a touchdown. 2:33 to go here. 16-12 Chargers lead. We'll be back for the kickoff in just a minute. We're back at Charger Stadium. The Chargers with 16 unanswered points after trailing 12-0. They've chipped away and now finally taken the lead. 2:33 to go. And remember the opening kickoff of the second half, Pleasant Grove took it back, so you got to be real careful here containing the kick coverage as the ball comes down at the 4-yard line. Wrap him up, bring him down, nice job. So I want to say on the tackle right there, I had Zach Fankhauser right there. So good job by Zach Fankhauser. Well, the good news is a 4-point lead means Pleasant Grove has to go 76 yards to get a touchdown. A field goal does you no good, and there's only 2:26 to go. If I'm the Chargers, I keep bringing the pressure. You don't want to go into any sort of a prevent defense right here because a lot of times it'll prevent you from winning. Chargers defensively, they go out of a 4-3 set. They do have their safeties a little bit deep, but here comes Petty on the outside, and Mikey Petty with the sack. Mikey Petty has come up huge.
Petty.
Great job, Mikey Petty. And looks like we're going to have a timeout. So looks like only about a 3-yard loss there, 2nd and 13. Pleasant Grove going to call a timeout. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, we're back after the timeout. 2nd and 13 here, 2:14 to go in the game. Pleasant Grove only with one timeout left. They burned one earlier in the third quarter on a first down. Remember, I talked about that, and then they had to burn one there after the sack. Keep an eye on Mikey Petty on the right end there, defensive end, as he comes around the top and had nothing but protection right there. Nice pass play, and it's still going to be short of the first, so the clock's going to continue to run. Pass was complete there to Ty Coway.
Made again by number 10, Dalton Hagan.
That was Dalton Hagan on the tackle. 3rd down and 3. Here's Jensen in the shotgun under a little bit of pressure. Maldonado with the catch and shook the first tackler. Maldonado's going to have a first down. Kainoa Maldonado, the 5'8" junior. He's a running back and a defensive back. 5'8", 180, so he's pretty stout. 1st and 10 PG at the 41-yard line. Here's Jensen back to pass. And there's Mikey Petty again. Now, I don't know if he'll get credited with a sack because it looked like he might have got a half a yard. Or at least back to the line of scrimmage, but that was Mikey Petty. They said Cade Canapis, but that was all Petty, my friends. There's Petty. I was watching Petty again. He shook the offensive lineman like he wasn't even there, but great pass by Jensen. Got it out to Maldonado. Chargers going to have to step up here. You got about a minute to go. Clock is running. It's 3rd and 2, so big play right here at the 49-yard line. 55 seconds and running. And, we're going to call timeout. So Chargers... Timeout. 55 seconds to go here in the game. Corner Canyon 16, Pleasant Grove 12. We'll be back. All right, we're back after the Charger timeout. Big 3rd and 2 right here for the Charger defense. Here's Jensen from the shotgun, and a wide open receiver on the outside. Pass is complete to number 2, Braxton Rapp. He's brought down by number 25, Blake Emery, but that's a big play for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. 49 seconds to go.
Tackle made by number 25, Blake Emery.
Charger defense got to step up and really come up with a big play right here. Pleasant Grove moving the ball now on the 35, 36-yard line. And there's a defensive play. He gets away, and Petty's still chasing him down. Pass is going to be complete. Tough break for the Chargers. They had great defensive pursuit. Credit Jensen for bouncing out. Caden Wright had him, and Jensen just bounced out and completed the pass. So we're down to 36 seconds and counting here at the 23-yard line. Pleasant Grove on the move. 16-12 Chargers lead. And why is Coach Wooten's yelling something at the officials? I'm not
on the field. Corner Canyon.
The Chargers took a timeout. 30 seconds to go in the game. Chargers are going to take a timeout. We'll be back in about 20 to 25 seconds. And we're back. A huge, huge play right here. 1st and 10 here 30 seconds to go. Both teams with one timeout. We haven't called Christiansen's number in quite a while. It's been Maldonado that's been doing most of the damage here. And Jensen, with a little bit more time on this drive, has been able to complete some passes. Here's Jensen back to pass. Petty in pursuit. And oh my goodness, that was almost a touchdown. I think we're going to see a hold. Mikey Petty was coming around the edge, and it looked like he got held up. So I think we're going to see a hold, and we are. I'll tell you, Mikey Petty was coming around. It was going to be a disaster for the quarterback, and he got held up just a little bit to allow that pass to get completed, or excuse me, attempted.
Holding offense. Number 70. 10-yard penalty from the spot.
I mean, number 70, Dyson Ferguson, I saw him just kind of holding his arms out like, what did I do? But I can tell you when Dyson watches the replay, he'll know what he did, because Mikey Petty was coming around the edge hot.
Ball's placed at the 40-yard line. He goes down at 27 for the Vikings.
And the worst part of that for PG is it's a spot foul, so they lose 17 yards instead of 10. It's 1st and 27 at the 40-yard line, 25 seconds to go. Charger fans making noise below me here. Jensen back to pass. Here comes Papuno on the pursuit. And, oh, he caught it. There's a flag on the play. Chandler went for the interception, and it got tipped up and caught. I don't know what they're going to call here. Unless, I mean, did he push off? I don't know.
Flag on the play.
The spot of the play makes me wonder if it's going to be offensive pass interference, but hard to tell. We'll see what he calls. And it's going to be on us because they are asking if they should decline the penalty. So maybe it's defensive pass interference. I'm not sure. We'll find out right here, but it's going to be PG ball.
Holding defense.
So they must have said Chandler held him up.
Second down.
17 seconds to go. Big completion right there. So it's 2nd and 5. 22-yard completion right there. Here we go. Jensen in the shotgun. Charger D needing to step up big right here. Jensen throwing back across, wide open is Maldonado, and he's brought down short of the goal line. There's only 8 seconds to go. And that actually, I'm sorry, that was Ty Coway. I keep saying Maldonado, but Ty Coway right there. So if you're Pleasant Grove, there's 8 seconds. They're going to start the clock here as soon as the ball's in play. I'm a little surprised. I guess they have a timeout, but they're not ready to go up on the line of scrimmage. Both teams with one timeout. Roberts back in at middle linebacker. You got to be ready for a QB sneak. You got to stuff the line right here. 16-12. Are they going to call timeout now?
Timeout on the field. Corner Canyon.
Oh, Corner Canyon called the timeout. So Corner Canyon wanting to make sure they have the right personnel here. If you're Pleasant Grove, you do have a chance to run the ball up the middle or even QB sneak it, because if you get stuffed, you call timeout and get a chance to run another play. Corner Canyon out of timeouts right here. Of course, that means nothing as PG at the 1/2 yard line with a chance to win the game right here. Earlier in the game, Jensen did take a QB sneak right over the top. Corner Canyon stuffed it initially, but then when the official came in, he gave him the touchdown. So we know they've run that play once. Right now, if you're Corner Canyon, you just want to stuff the middle as much as you can. Maybe force them to go outside and then hope you get a tackle. But there's no way they're not going straight up the middle here. Here's Jensen up under center, 8 seconds. And he is going to go right. Oh, he didn't get up. He went down, so they're going to have to burn a timeout. It's going to come down to one play. I have no idea what he was doing. Well, they actually said it's a fumble. Oh, he called him down. Corner Canyon came out with the football. And one of the officials came in emphatically and said the ball was down. And I got to be honest, I think he was down because it was a weird play. The quarterback's knee just went like almost straight to the ground. Well, it's going to come down to this. 4.9 seconds. And Pleasant Grove lost a yard there on that. So it's going to be, last play of the game, it's going to be run from about the 1.5 yard line. I mean, when you're running a QB sneak, you're not planning on losing a yard. Sure as heck right there on that call. I don't disagree with the call because you had your timeout, but I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a bad snap or something, but Corner Canyon came running out with the football. All I know is I saw Jensen's knee go down. It was almost from my angle like he was taking a knee. I know that's not what he was doing, but here we go, 16-12. Chargers lead, 4.9 seconds to go. Here's the play of the game right here. Jensen sneaks it up, and he looks like he's going to get in. There's no signal, but he's definitely in. I don't know why they're... What's the debate? Oh, boy, this is going to be controversial either way. No matter what, yeah, there's the touchdown. Unbelievable, 0.5 seconds. Pleasant Grove takes the ball 76 yards. And based on their offensive performance up to that point, there was no chance I thought they were going to take the ball down the field. I don't even know what the discussion is. I mean, they called the touchdown, so you can't go back and not call a touchdown. Well, another tough way to lose a football game here for Corner Canyon. There's still going to be a kickoff. There's 0.5 seconds on the clock, but absolutely demoralizing loss right there after they had come back and taken the lead with what looked like it was going to be a sure win. And then credit Jake Jensen leading his team down the field. What are they doing? Are they just kneeing on the... Oh, it's a delay of game.
Prior to the snap, delay of game. Offense, number 18. 5 yards, repeat the try.
And really what they do is irrelevant because any play that stops the conversion is dead, I believe, in high school. I don't think they can return anything. Oh, they're going to kick the extra point. I thought they were running the offense out here, but they're going to kick the extra point. Heartbreaking loss for the Chargers tonight, barring a miracle on the kickoff. So point after good, 19-16 Pleasant Grove.
Scores 19.
Tough break there. I mean, they stuffed that second to last play for a 1 yard loss. So it had to go 1.5 yards. I am shocked they call the quarterback sneak. And Jensen just happened to kind of hop over the right side. The officials are down there talking. That was a long discussion on the touchdown. I personally, up here, I didn't even think it was close. I thought he bounced right over. And you saw the PG guys all, showing touchdown. Pretty crazy if you ask me, but they gave him the touchdown, 19-16. This will be the last play of the game right here on the kickoff. I think if I'm Pleasant Grove, I just kind of kick one low and hard down the middle. Again, 19-16, Pleasant Grove leads here at Charger Stadium. Here we go on the kickoff. Again, I think if I'm PG, I'm just kicking one right down the center, probably around the 20, 25 yard line. And if, make Corner Canyon pitch it and do all that kind of stuff. Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. Right down to the 25. And here's a pitch. There's some room on the other side of the field. If they can block number 4, he's outside. Now you got to pitch it again. Oh, this is going to get crazy. If he comes around this end, there's room on this side of the field. Oh, he threw a bad pitch. They're still going, though. Oh, that's going to be tough to get rid of right there. Well, there's a flag on the play, so there might have been a face mask right there. Boy, that got pretty interesting. I thought he was going to take it around the right side there. And had they had a clean pitch around the left, he would have had some room coming around the other side. If it's a face mask, then we got to run one more play.
Block in the back.
Oh, they call the block in the back.
Penalties declined. Game over.
Well, that'll do it here from Charger Stadium. Pretty eventful finish to the game, just not in the way that we had hoped for the Chargers. Final score here from Charger Stadium, Pleasant Grove 19, Corner Canyon 16. We'll be back next Friday night at 7 p.m. Make sure you tell all your friends about the live stream. We'll be streaming all the games this year. And we'll be back.
As you leave tonight, please drive safely.
Sorry, I was seeing what the official was doing down there. We'll be back next Friday night here from Charger Stadium at 7 p.m. Until then, good night. We'll talk to you next week.